Put two strangers in a room and give them a common enemy. You won't need time, trust, or depth. They'll connect instantly, not over values, not over experience, over someone else's absence. That's gossip's real function. It isn't information. It's social glue made from a third person's reputation. A shortcut to intimacy without the risk of vulnerability. Honesty asks you to stand exposed. Gossip lets you stand together without being seen. When two people speak honestly, they reveal themselves. That creates uncertainty. You might disagree. You might be judged. You might not belong. Honest connection develops slowly because truth forces identity into the open. Gossip does the opposite. It creates safety through alignment. If we both criticize the same person, we've proven we share a perspective. No self-exposure required. No accountability required. A bond forms instantly because neither of us had to risk anything real. That's why it spreads so easily in workplaces, families, friend groups, even communities that claim moral superiority. It feels like closeness, but it's counterfeit. A social contract based on who we are not instead of who we are. And the disturbing part is this: the person who gossips with you is rehearsing the same ritual for a future conversation where you are absent. Gossip relationships require rotation. The circle survives by replacing the subject. Honesty relationships don't rotate, they stabilize. Because they are built on mutual exposure instead of mutual targeting. So people often say they trust someone they gossip with. What they really trust is shared hostility. Remove the third person and the connection collapses. Nothing substantial remains. This is why honest people frequently feel isolated in social environments. They refuse the cheapest currency of belonging. They won't purchase connection using another person's dignity. And many mistake that restraint for arrogance or coldness. But it's actually restraint against corruption. Gossip is emotional fast food. Quick comfort, no nourishment, long-term damage. It feeds insecurity while starving character. It replaces understanding with narrative control. Honesty is slower because it demands responsibility. You can't edit yourself while practicing it. You can't bond through exclusion. You have to stand as a person, not a position in a social hierarchy. One builds crowds. The other builds trust. And the reason gossip feels so good is the same reason it degrades everyone involved. It offers belonging without integrity. That's why it spreads. And that's why once you see it clearly, it becomes difficult to participate without feeling slightly sick.